Okay. All right, what's the spiritual energy for this message? Atonement of errors. Okay, somebody needs to atone for something. For all of the things that you've done, fruitless labor, not, recognizing you for anything. For misrepresenting themselves. Not wanting you to get anything for the work that you put in or they need to atone for this. This is not right. Okay, somebody here could be born in 73 or be 37 or be 30 or be 52 or 25. Somebody could be life past 7, 3, or 1. Okay. Maybe that area code could be significant. 731, 713, 317, 371. The letter P, S as in Frank, or I as in Imani. First, middle, last could be significant. Something about Siegfried and Roy. That's random. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. What is this about? What's up, Tyler? What's up, guys? Welcome back in. Welcome back in. Thank you so much for the taps in advance, guys. It helps us not get disconnected out of nowhere. So, all right, let's see. What's this about, Spirit? The wise rabbit. Somebody here is very intelligent. Make full use of your wisdom to help yourself easily jump over difficulty. Okay, so you jumped over this in a wise way here, this difficulty where somebody didn't want you to be recognized for all the work or the good things that you brought to the table. You purified the situation. You had a rebirth. You cleansed the side of your energy. You revitalized yourself. You let go of the past. You accepted new beginnings, and you found the path to a new start. Both of these are jumpers. Okay, we have a frog and a bunny. Okay, it's like musical chairs. It's like you were 10 steps ahead, it feels like. Yeah. Tiger's eye could be significant. Yeah. This person didn't protect you. There was nobody to protect you. That's why. They wanted to take away your power. They didn't see your inner strength. They didn't guard you. They didn't care. Yeah, you were dealing with predators. Now the predators feel disempowered. Yes, strength in reverse. Exactly. These people didn't earn their stripes. These are all predatory energies. You were very wise and you were 10 steps ahead is what I'm hearing. Okay. Good for you. Pretty litty, y'all. Pretty litty. Let's get some more info with our new deck here. Happy December, guys. Happy Sagittarius season, by the way. Happy birthday to my Saggies. Okay. I have a new deck coming tomorrow, guys. One more new deck. Excited. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay. Okay, somebody might slide into your DM with an unexpected message or flirtation to test the water, scope it out, see where you're at with them after they didn't protect you and you had to transcend this by yourself. They want to see if your boundaries, how, this is somebody who doesn't respect boundaries. This is somebody that wanted you to stay in some kind of toxic love situation. Pain disguised as passion, addictive patterns, harmful attachment, can't live without. Okay, it's cuffing season, and this person doesn't want you to have boundaries towards them. This is somebody who likes to go in and out of temporary relationships, seasonal companionship, short-term warmth, until next spring. Yeah, but they can't bounce back from this. They didn't want you to bounce back from this. Yeah, they wanted to be able to love bomb you. Yeah, they don't want you to bounce back after being love bombed. This is somebody that likes to have hidden control over people. They give you excessive attention, overwhelmingly charm you, and then they keep you hooked and just drop you whenever they feel like. They don't protect you. They don't want you to bounce back. They want you to be like fawning over them from a distance, but you're not going to be in a situationship. This person needs to do the shadow work, period. That's the only option here. Yeah, because you're not a clout chaser. You're not a groupie. Period. A period. Okay? Period, y'all. You don't need that. You don't need it like that. Yeah. They ain't got it like that. Okay? Not with you. Not with somebody that has respect for themselves. This person wants you to, not have boundaries with them. They want to be able to do whatever they want, whenever, however, wherever. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. I think the collective sees your ass already and what you're trying to do. Alright, what's this person's problem? What is this person's freaking problem, please? Yeah, I'd rather be alone. When you're mature energy and you have other things to live for, you would rather be alone. Even if you didn't have other things to live for, it's like, you know that you don't live for somebody that treats you like this. Yeah. This person's a coward. They don't have the strength to show up correct for you. This is the ghost that wants to come back. The ghost from Christmas past. Okay? The skeleton that wants to come back up. But this person wants you to forget about the fact that there's this broken trust. They want to, regain your trust again? But they're a coward. Yeah, this is somebody who wasn't committed. Now they want to be committed. They don't want to break your trust anymore. Okay. Yeah, the player whose strategy failed. They don't want to be player anymore. They don't want to be weak anymore. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this is about atoning. Yeah, they don't want to be toxic anymore. They don't want you to see them as a karmic relationship. They don't want these toxic friends or influences anymore. Oh, wow. Somebody's having like a divine intervention, I guess. Yeah. This person doesn't know how to heal. Without you. And you're slaying here. And they're afraid. So they've been suffering in silence here. Okay. You're killing it. You're dominating the competition even though you're not competing. Okay. You're not some hookup or one night stand. Period. And you're not going to live a life where you're watching your back either. And that's not going to change ever. You're never going to give up your freedom, ever. This person might be having a spiritual awakening. They're paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. They don't think that you love them anymore, though. They think that you've met somebody new. That the grass is greener. That you probably found, you're probably experiencing new things. You're probably going to meet your soulmate soon. This person wants to see if they can fix something here. They might slide into your DMs soon. Okay. So very interesting stuff, y'all. Very interesting stuff. All right, we're going to finish this off with this oracle, and then we're going to jump into the tarot, y'all. And after that, I'm going to put out my information again. If anybody would like a reading or to ask any questions, you can do that in a moment here once we're done with this reading. Okay, this is a collective, by the way, if you just got here. Okay. What else? Leo in reverse, distorted Leo energy. Somebody doesn't know how to express themselves right. Okay, they're not confident. Nothing will come of this situation if they're not confident, if they don't have the courage, period. But the energy is gaining momentum, and the end of a tough cycle does approach. But if somebody doesn't have the confidence, nothing is going to come of the situation. It's a dead in the water situation, is what I'm seeing here. Capricorn could be significant. Somebody could be focusing on work. Okay, they can maybe be working. Spirit saying this is a time to give rather than take. And then expect a powerful change. So maybe somebody owes you something because all they did was take from you. Maybe that's a start or somewhere they can start or something. I don't know. Overall tarot energy, please. It was all a bluff. Yeah. Yeah, something was unbalanced here. Because there was malicious gossip here, and because of this, somebody had no follow through, and they were very childish emotionally. Somebody was a fake sweetheart, sweet talker, but not genuine. There was attraction here, but they didn't express it. There was all this energy, passion. You know, innovation, creativity, yeah, people weren't happy about your energy, but that's the only thing in the upright here. And again, we're getting Leo in the reverse. Leo in the reverse, the sun in reverse. That's why somebody didn't have any follow through, because of this malicious gossip and stalking, and something was overwhelming. Okay, so they need to learn how to hold on to what's theirs, is what they need to do. And hold back from people that make them feel this way. And put the effort in. But somebody was protecting this dark group instead. It looks like a Queen of Wands had to protect themselves and heal from a extreme betrayal against this non-committal group, or this dark organization, or these extremist cult-like beliefs, where if you don't think the same, you get treated differently. That's a cult-like energy. It's basically a cult. Okay? You should never get treated differently just because you believe something else, especially when your belief system is much more healthy and rational. Okay? It's just really ridiculous. Period. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, who the hell do they think they are, Nicole? Exactly. Okay, what other details before we jump into the tarot? I know I said I was just about to jump in, but I want to get a few more details. Okay. Tap, 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 y'all. Tap, tap, tap. So we don't get disconnected. Okay, let's see. Ooh, somebody's a diamond in the rough. Okay, somebody's going to be receiving or giving a precious gift. Because that's what they deserve. After being stabbed by a dagger in the heart. You're not going to have to fear or worry anymore, or be part of any kind of tense situation. Because somebody is going to be your friend. And they're not going to take any risks this time. regardless of anyone else's anxiety, depression, worries that somebody's against you or them. They're going to be an actual friend. July could be significant. Maybe somebody suffered a loss in July. And they were hiding the fact that they felt in danger over their money. Or they didn't want you to know that you were in danger over your money. But it's looking like with the dolphin energy, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Okay, so maybe you worked on something and finally the results are coming in here. There's a lot of gossip over this. Okay, somebody's gossiping about all your secrets. We have the vultures and the parrots, okay? A lot of shit to talk. Okay, but you're gonna receive protection from a powerful friend. I feel like somebody's remembering how everything was better when you were around. Something important, such as a new job or a raise, is coming in from a powerful friend. Someone you know isn't dependable and is insincere. And it's like somebody could be seeing this and stepping in because they wouldn't. Because they don't like how you're being treated or something like this. Or maybe your powerful friends are like unidentified sources, like, you know, spirit, okay? Hidden helper energy could also be significant. Okay, let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Archangels, ancestors, and the Most High. I'm calling on you to channel your ancient wisdom, your guiding light, your strength, your clarity, with intention towards our blessed North Node path. Absolutely, Michael. If you're still here, I would love to help you with those questions. We're just finishing off this collective, okay? After the tarot section, which we're doing now, I'll be able to answer some questions. Clear, concise, and precise. I will interpret these messages from the heart, from the soul. Any negative energy interference, please return to the sender. And on behalf of the collective, myself, we love you, we thank you, we trust you. Here's this dark organization again. This cult-like mentality. This unorthodox extremist approach or belief system. This, you know, guiding others the wrong way. This non-committal energy. Somebody's happy when it comes to that, or this group is watching somebody that's happy. Okay, what now? Okay, they misjudged you. Okay, they didn't judge you. They misjudged you. They didn't move forward with you because of their friends. Or somebody celebrated too soon. Okay? Yeah. Now they're stuck. They're stuck. They're confused why you didn't give up. They're confused why you didn't stop fighting. They're confused. It's because you're happy regardless of the fact that this wasn't a dream come true, regardless of this dysfunctional family dynamic, regardless of the fact that this wasn't eternal love, you're still happy. And now somebody's clinging to the past while you're happy. Okay? Yeah, here we go. The third time. 3 different decks. Strength in reverse. Leo in reverse. Courage in reverse. Confidence in reverse. See, they were projecting that onto you. They wanted you to not be confident, but that's not your energy. Okay? This is somebody who projects outwards. They don't go inwards. They don't face their own demons. They just project it onto you. It doesn't make it true. That's why they misjudged you. That's why they're trapped. Okay, deep down. They know you don't care because they tried to trap you. Why would you care? Exactly. You shouldn't have to fight to get what you deserve. It's like, yeah, no, you don't care. It's like, you care that they're so messed up, but they can heal too and they can be happy too. That's their decision. Yeah. Somebody feels like a coward and a failure. They feel injured because of their selfishness and because of what they're seeing online, maybe. Yeah, you're happy. What's being illuminated is that they're insecure and they didn't fight for this. In the past, you somehow returned to a more joyful headspace after, you know, giving somebody else what they deserve. You weren't given that. But you know that you're destined to be given happiness, and that's how you were able to get back to this positive headspace. People are giving you what you deserve now. You've found people that actually do want to show up and give you what you deserve. They pay you for the work that you put in, and they have like-minded goals. Okay, in the upright. So now there's a King of Swords in reverse, somebody very malicious who masks a lot and lies, very dishonest, very empty shell of a person energy. Feels like they can't come towards you because they went the wrong direction with something. They're experiencing a bad backfire. It's disturbing news that you're being seen and celebrated by this group, this dysfunctional family, this non-committal family. They're embarrassed by your peace. Okay, yeah, they're stressed that you're being recognized and given what you deserve. Do you see how crazy that sounds? It's not you that's the problem, collective. It's this group. They're insane. That is so unhinged. Yeah, because this dictator here, this emperor in reverse, is stuck now in a stalemate. Because it's like, why didn't you give the collective what they deserve? We'll wait. Crickets. Silent crickets. Exactly. There is no actual... Yeah, they were just being reckless. They were being reckless and they had no boundaries. That's what happened. Okay. Strength. You're not taking the fall for them. Yeah, the strength is you being honest the whole time and putting your sword up. About any love offers that can come towards you, they have to be willing to work with you, not rebel against you and treat you indifferently. Okay, you don't want that. You don't want somebody that's ungrateful. Okay, that's a waste of your time. You're not going to invest in that. In the near future, you're going to have a King of Pentacles. Ooh, babe. Ooh, baby. This is a businessman. Could be a Scorpio. Could be an earth sign. Could be an Aries who is thinking about liberating themselves from this toxicity, thinking about their toxic attachment or addictive patterns, how they were a player, how the reason that this breakup occurred and that there wasn't love here was because of a fear from childhood and shadow work that needs to be done. This person has been in their shadow. In the near future, they want to be a provider. They're seeing now that they have a serious fear from childhood that is affecting their relationship with you. And this is pissing off a King of Wands in reverse who's an opportunist or a gold digger. This is going to piss them off. Okay? But you're being seen and celebrated. You're supported regardless of this weird group here. You've worked your way out of the cold from this heartbreak. Something's not over for you, even though something wasn't a dream come true here. You've healed. Okay. Advice. Yeah, working with people who actually want to work with you, not people who want to trap you and entangle you in things that you don't want to be part of against your will and make you a victim. You shouldn't have to feel like a victim to work with people. Yeah. You should be seen and celebrated. Not played and scammed, okay? And burdened. In the environment, you have a new perspective. That's why you're disconnected from this. That's why you're apathetic. Because somebody tried to make you their victim. Yeah, you intuited that somebody's part of this deception. You know why that somebody cheated, lies, stole from you. Yeah, they tried to steal your inheritance, your fortune, your blessings, Wow. Try to steal your money, sabotage your work, your money, your legacy. Try to sabotage your legacy, burden you, block you, make it so you can't move forward or expand. This is evil. This is evil behavior. That is evil. Yeah, you don't care. You were sacrificed by these people. Why would you care? Why would you care at all? Exactly. It's like you're very hopeful again that this actually perpetuated you. It sped you forward more closer to your blessings. Yeah, you're balanced and you're moving forward in the Page of Wands energy. You're very self-motivated, following your heart with your heavy boundaries, and these people are left with childhood fears, shadow work that needs to be done, and bad karma. They messed up. They ruined their lives with this reckless, insecure behavior. Okay? Yeah, because you're moving forward with the truth, with clarity, with this pentacle in your hand, with the sun in the sky. Somebody here tried to cast illusions and destroy your happiness and hold back from you, or try to hold back from working on things, and instead bullied you. They're getting bad karma for this. This was like some kind of opportunist idea here. Okay, hope and or fear. Justice. Yep. Yep. This is defeat, annihilation towards a dysfunctional family who doesn't want somebody to have boundaries or to succeed and reach their milestones. They want somebody to be indifferent and stressed and reckless because of a Queen of Cups in reverse who's obsessed and insecure with somebody's plans. Because they don't feel like they're the one that shines. They feel like you take their shine away. Okay, that's a personal issue. That's not your problem. That's their problem. Like, what? These people are weird, bro. Yeah, they wanted you juggled in a non-committal energy here. They didn't want somebody to get married. Yeah, you're dealing with an Emperor in reverse and you're an Empress. That's not going to work. This is somebody with weak leadership. They're very mature. They have some kind of inferiority complex that they disguise with superiority. They are unfeeling, unyielding, shitty, really. And now they're clinging to the past, but they polluted something. They have a guilty conscience now. Yeah, they want to win at all costs, but they can't come towards you. They can't move forward. They feel like a coward. They failed. They didn't fight for this. So what now? They're heartbroken. They're heartbroken that you're not homeless and rejected and you still have these true feelings. They're stuck. They're stuck in their misery here. They're stuck with their maliciousness because you're still making plans even regardless of this breakup. Without this lover, you're making plans. You're being seen and celebrated. You have things to be happy about. And they don't know how to handle this backfire. This disturbing news. They're like disturbed. They can't handle it. Because they only went back to the past because of a competitive Queen of Wands in the reverse. That's why they took their energy back. This is a gold digger, a femme fatale. Yeah, you already saw that this person was clinging to the past. And they wanted you to be a player when you already had stability and like a happy, harmonious partnership. This person had weak leadership. That's why things couldn't move forward. It's a tower, this breakup. It's a tower. Somebody's delusional. That's what they're hiding. They're divorced from reality. You saw that? It's not grounded in reality. The moon next to the Seven of Cups is somebody with actual mental issues, okay? This is like extreme confusion, ungrounded. Maybe they're on something, too many Jerugs, drinking too much, or this is just somebody who's delusional. They're not like here in reality. Doesn't make any sense. It's not rational. There's no rationality here. Strongest energies: Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Capricorn, Aries. Leo again. Libra. Capricorn again. Pisces again. Sagittarius. Pisces again. Heavy on that Pisces, y'all. Could be significant.